What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building. And this time I'm back with a recap of Basketball Wives. This is season 7, episode 6. Okay, so the episode starts back out with Kristen, Cece, Malaysia trying to get Cece to come back inside, stop walking away. Everybody comes outside, and Kristen is really getting on Cece about confronting the girls, which she should do, and stand up for herself. But Kristen, I don't even know if it should come from you. It's like it's a good message, but the wrong messenger, because, bitch, you was crying when you was getting into it with Jen and Evelyn when they accused you of not telling Cece that the happy ending situation was a joke. When they got on your ass, you damn near crying, and then you telling her, well, just because you get loud, that don't mean that you really letting them know. And the lady is not a black woman. She's not going to go off like that. She was, Cece was going off, I noticed she was kind of getting aggressive with some of the things that she was saying. And I think that Cece, she could beat Jen's ass if she wanted to. I think she's trying to take the high road. She has her own business. Jennifer and them, they got their own business, but I don't feel like it's serious the way. It's more entrepreneurial. I think Cece's is a little bit more serious. It could really get her in trouble. She could lose her license. She could, really lose in a professional way. So I think that's why she chooses not to fully go there with them. But yeah, it was a little annoying. It's something about Kristen I don't like. I think it's more or less, more than OG, I noticed that she tries to fit in with the girls. And I'm really an advocate of people really being an individual and being themselves and, speaking up for themselves and not trying to fit. And, like I didn't like her once she got on that shit of when Jen and Evelyn was getting on her and she was talking with Cece. It was one of the episodes and she was just, well, I still want to be cool with them. And it's just like, you still looking for approval. So yeah, Jennifer ends up telling Cece, I just want to see if you got common sense. And Jennifer, you don't need to talk like that about anybody. Did you have any common sense when you was sitting up there dating Tim's ass, his crazy ass, his big hip ass? Where was the common sense then? And then I know it ain't Miss Robbie's chicken you was trying to get close to, because you real thin. You don't care about that food. I, on the other hand, do. Shout out to Miss Robbie. How you doing, Miss Robbie? How you and that chicken doing? But, yeah, I don't like Jennifer just, are you stupid? Are you dumb? You don't talk to that lady like that. That lady get in a fucking ring with you and knock your ass out, pull a old, what she say? She's a Pacquiao. She's just like Pacquiao. She smile and, be all quiet and shit, and then she'll knock your ass out. And I've seen her kicking and doing that kickboxing class. Y'all better leave Cece alone. She may whoop y'all ass. Next, we got this scene with Tami. Tami, you showed your complete ass this whole fucking episode, and I'm gonna give it to you. I swear I got some shit to give to you. She meets up with Pastor John Gray and his wife. I'm not buying she's trying to be a better person. I really do feel like Tami will always be Tami, because that's just Tami. And the only way to not get triggered by these girls is to not even be in this environment anymore. You have outgrown the show. You don't need the show. And she keeps saying that that's why she gets up and walks out. No, you don't get up and walk out because they're triggering you. You start shit up and then you get your ass up and walk off like, oh, I done did my job for the day. That's the difference. So you don't have really no interest in the show no more. We can just tell. And it's fine, but be honest and stop trying to take the money. And, it just shows that she needs to I can see Tami. What is she doing? Her own web series? She needs to kind of move on, do stuff like that. Do Bonnet Chronicles, write your own projects, move into that lane. This petty shit, and you sitting up here talking about how Evelyn is impersonating you. You're telling them how she does your walk. You're telling them how she had a busted wig and the fanny pack on impersonating you. But you didn't dare tell them how you got your ass on stage at your comedy show and dogged that woman for sleeping with all these different men that are athletes. You didn't tell them that, how you make jokes about her. And just like Evelyn said, you act like it's okay for you to say whatever you want about people. But then when they say something to you, oh, they're jealous. Oh, they're this. Oh, they're that. Then you mentioned that, you pretty much mentioned that Evelyn is jealous that, you're the one that's getting married and your life is coming full circle. And, I don't think that Evelyn is jealous of you. I don't. I think she sees you as a woman with limitations. I think she sees you as childish. I'm not saying that Evelyn is perfect and, because Evelyn is childish to even really be doing the impersonations. But at the same time, you did talk about her first. So I can't knock that. I mean, that's just something that, both of y'all do. She talk about you, you talk about her. It is what it is. And y'all on this show and you want to make it entertaining, I understand, the hustle. But at the same time, Tami, I don't think she's jealous of you. I think you are with Reggie because Reggie is a regular dude. That's why y'all lasted this long. He's a regular dude. He don't have that baseball, football money that Evelyn be trying to date and procreate with. He don't have that type of money, so he's less likely to walk away from you. You kind of the breadwinner in your situation. And I like Reggie. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dogging Reggie and his coins. I would date a Reggie myself. He's the type of guy I would like. He's handsome. He's funny. He's charming. I mean, I understand why Tami is with him. But at the same time, Tami, Evelyn can get with a guy like Reggie too. It's just a matter of preference. But we know Evelyn liked the men with them coins. So that's why her situations have not worked out. Because she keeps trying to chase after these rich men. And she doesn't date people like for who they are. You're with Reggie for who he is. You could get somebody better. You're beautiful enough, Your attitude be fucked up sometimes. But everybody's attitude be fucked up. You speak your mind. So... you do have wishy-washy ways about you, Tami, that I don't like that came out in this episode, but we go get off into that. But no, I don't think that Evelyn is jealous. I think you told things to John Gray and his wife in a one-sided way. You left out the shit that you've said and did on these shows, like when you was all up in OG's conversation with Kristen. No, she was talking to maybe Cece or somebody, and then why you whisper? Like, you was starting shit right there, only to get up and leave once all the melee and all the rah-rah bullshit goes on. So you like the match, Tami, and you walk away. That's the game you play. So you need to admit to your faults. Anyways, John Gray and his wife want the ladies to have a retreat, and at first... This is how I know you full of shit, Tami, because he gave your ass an exercise. You was like, well, no, think all the women should do it. We all should get together, have a retreat, and say something nice about each other. So it was just like, okay, so that's what they're going to do next. Have this retreat where they all say something nice about each other. And I was like, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So next we got Tami and Shaunie there in the store talking, and Tami gets to telling her about the retreat, how she wants all the girls to come and say something nice about each other, this, that, and the third. And so then she, Shaunie was like, oh, you got something nice to say about Jen? And she goes into, well, Jen is a fakey jakey, and they show all these clips where Jen and ran back and told people what you said, Tami. It's what you said. You say shit about people. So if you stop saying it, if you take responsibility, Jen, wouldn't have never did all of that. I'm not even saying that Jen is innocent in it, but Tami, you have to own your shit, and you don't. Okay, so next Tami begins telling Shaunie about this rumor and how I think how she told her was so fucking stupid. I hate when people do shit like that. I feel like if somebody is really good friends, this is exactly what I'm talking about with Tami, you guys. She doesn't own her shit. She tries to put shit off on other people, and it's really annoying. It's really annoying, but yeah, she gets to telling Shaunie about how there's a situation that may involve her, and she thinks that the person that told her should tell Shaunie, and she's moving about it in a roundabout way. Malaysia joins them. Malaysia looks good. Malaysia, you need to keep your hair like that. Don't do that blonde with them bangs. Malaysia is a hit or miss with that blonde hair, you guys. Sometimes I like it and sometimes it's too much. And, you know, it's just like, girl, wear the black hair. That's your best bet. But she looks pretty in this scene. But, yeah. Tami and Malaysia end up going off to the side because Malaysia, and I'm trying to figure out why do all these women know about this situation if it's such a secret, and, you know, so Malaysia's just like, well, I don't think you should tell her, and Tami is just like, well, it's gonna come out anyways, I gotta prepare her, and then Malaysia's like, it's a nasty, foul-ass rumor, and, you know, I just don't feel like we should be, you know, you should do this. You know, you could tell Malaysia feel like it's a bad idea. And Tami ends up telling Malaysia, because Malaysia asks, well, I thought you was inviting me to some type of retreat. So Tami ends up telling her about the retreat. They're all going to get together, say nice things about each other. And that's pretty much how that went. And then Shaunie ends up asking again, well, what is this about? And what is this rumor about? I want to know what's going on. And Tami still won't say shit. Very annoying. Very, if I was Shaunie, I would probably stop fucking with Tami because of that. It was just fake how she did it. Next, we got the scene with OG, and she's, you know, just trying on different dresses and clothes, and she's really talking about getting married to the guy that she's with, and she's kind of asking her mother, do you feel like he's husband material? And the mother is like, I don't know, do you feel like he is? I thought it was interesting that OG kept talking about wanting to be a wife, because I go back to that situation she had with Kristen, where Kristen was just like, oh, well, waving her ring and was just like, I have a husband. And then OG, oh, do you? So it's like, OG, are you jealous of that? Were you threatened by that? Because now all of a sudden you talk about how you want and need to be married. You know, she just really feels like she needs to get married to really solidify this relationship, because, you know, it's been long distance. And I understand that, but I'm side-eyeing you, OG, because of how you came at Kristen, and knowing that you want to be married so bad. You kind of want to be in her place. So I don't know, you guys. We'll see how that pans out with her and her man. So next we got Tami and Jackie. They are beating on these drums. So anyways, Tami gets to telling Jackie about the retreat, how the ladies are going to be there and say something nice about each other. And then they get to talking about the information that Jen told Tami. And then Jackie knows about this. And I'm just looking like, Tami, what kind of friend are you where everybody knows about this but Shaunie? Then Tami tells Jackie, well, it's a rumor, you know, we don't really know, it could be true. Jackie is like, well, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. That could destroy Shaunie. Tami, if it's a rumor and you don't know it to be true, why are you acting like it's truth? You know, you tiptoeing around like it's really true, and, you know, you being messy, Tami. So next we got Jen and Evelyn. They're meeting up with Evelyn's doctor. Jen is talking to the doctor about freezing her eggs. You know, she's 42. Jen, what have you been doing with your life? How do you make it all the way up to 42? You ain't got no kids. I'm not saying you should. You don't have time to waste. So, I don't know. You ain't got no more time to waste. So, I would leave the Tims alone and the Erics alone. Get you somebody, you know, they got their own money. I would kind of get somebody like a businessman or something. You and Evelyn need to lead these athletes, these restaurant owners, famous ones at that. Just try to date somebody with a former basketball coach. Get somebody older. There's a little bit more set in their ways. I'm not saying they got to be 60, but maybe somebody late 40s, early 50s. I really do think you guys, that would work out better for you, because y'all always choose the wrong men. And Jennifer, you need to get to freezing your eggs, because you don't want to go through all the shit that Evelyn has been going through. So we are at Tami's retreat. Jackie shows up. Cece shows up. All the other ladies, they show up. She's talking about she just wants it to be about love and light, positivity. Everybody say something good about each other. And she wants this rumor to come out on another date. Yeah, right, Tami. That shit is coming out tonight. Okay, so next, Tami starts the positivity off with telling Malaysia that she really admires how she's able to let things go, and she wished that was a quality that she's had. Yeah, because Tami, you don't have that quality. You still mad at Evelyn for sleeping with your ex-husband. So, girl. So next is Shaunie. She gets to telling Malaysia there were things in the way that cluttered her and Malaysia from really getting to know each other, and it's her fault. Yeah, it's things that cluttered that shit up, because last season you told the bitch that she had no substance. I mean, you are the one that cluttered everything up, Shaunie. I am glad, though, she apologized to Malaysia for that, and they hugged it out. So that was nice. But Shaunie, you full of shit. Kristen says some nice things about Shaunie, about how she has talked to her, and she didn't really have to, kind of putting her up on game. As far as being a mother and a wife and that type of thing, and blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the motherfucking meat and potatoes. Jackie is stupid because she was like, I feel like what everybody is saying is so amazing, but, that's not what we here for. Ain't that right, Tami? I said, oh, Lord. So Tami tries to say something good about Evelyn, and to me, it wasn't really good. You just pretty much said to her, Tami, that you guys have your differences, but you guys are very similar, which to me, you didn't really say anything good, but okay. So, Evelyn says she doesn't really have nothing nice to say about Jackie or Tami or anybody, and I'm like, well, bitch, why are you even here? But anyways, Jackie gets to saying how she feels like Evelyn is a good mother, and she did like when they were cool. I kind of liked them when they were cool. And then she said the stuff with my daughter kind of ruined all of that, and it did, and Evelyn is at fault for that. Jackie, you were wrong in some ways too, but I'm really going to blame most of that on Evelyn. Jackie, you are a real ass female, because you have apologized to this bitch over and over again. Still was able to say something nice to her. I can't say I would have did that, because if I didn't apologize to you, I'm not going to sit up here and be, oh, well, you were a nice person and you ain't getting shit. Because I done tried to be nice and you don't appreciate it. So Evelyn heard her out, and I guess she appreciated what she said, but it wouldn't have been me, Jackie. So Shaunie wants to get to the bottom of this secret that nobody will fucking tell her, and damn Jackie then start crying and, oh, well, I can't tell you, and you're a woman of integrity, and I'm just like, if you bitches don't tell this woman what is going on. It was so funny because Evelyn was just like, well, can't we just eliminate me? I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And that music they play where everything just slowed down and Malaysia was looking away. Shaunie tried to ask Malaysia. Malaysia was like, I ain't got nothing to say. I mean... So anyways, Tami ends up putting Jen on the spot, saying that her and Evelyn wasn't cool at the time, and neither was Tami and Evelyn, and they used to sit up and talk about Evelyn, and Tami is just like, well, there were some things that were shared with me, and, and then Malaysia ends up pulling Jennifer off to the side, stating that Well, you know what this is about. This is about how Evelyn, you had said that Evelyn slept with Shaunie's ex. Jennifer is denying it, saying, I didn't say that. Tami asked me that. I'm just like, one of you bitches said it. So, Tami, you messy as fuck. Jennifer makes a very good point, you guys. She says that Tami is trying to mastermind some bullshit. She sees that Jennifer and Evelyn is back cool, and she don't like that. She figured she would break that shit up, and that's exactly what she did. And she started it out with this bullshit about this retreat. And this is what I'm saying, Tami. You act like it's these women that are messy, but bitch, you are of the worst kind, because you shouldn't have never even brought this shit into the forefront. Like Evelyn said, they end up telling Evelyn. Evelyn denies sleeping with Shaunie's man. She's just like, I would never do that to you. No, no, no. And she's crying, and it is a big ass mess. And Jennifer denies, telling Tami that. She said, Tami asked me that. Tami is throwing it back on Jennifer. It was just a mess. Shaunie is confused. Everybody is just all over the fucking place, like they can't believe this shit. But yeah, I'm with Jennifer on this. Tami, you wanted to get this shit started so that you can divide and conquer. You don't like these women being friends, and then you tried to act like last season you was happy they got back together. No, and then these last couple of episodes you was mad at Jen. She had kind of stopped speaking to you. And it wasn't because of Evelyn, because she did speak to you this episode, and she even got a hug from you. It wasn't because of Evelyn. I think Jennifer stopped fucking with you, and particularly when y'all was at the wig party, because you began to deny all the shit that you told Jennifer about Shaunie and about Evelyn. And, you was making it look like Jen was messy. And if a person making it look like I'm being messy, but they the real one that just said all that shit, I'm going to stop fucking with them too. Slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? So, Tami, you was wrong for this shit. But that was Basketball Wives, you guys. And boy, I can't wait until next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys also put down in the comments something else you would want to review. It could be a particular topic that's on your mind. It could be a different TV show. You guys always do that after my reviews. Put it down in the comments what you want to hear me do on my channel. I'd appreciate that. All right, you guys. I'll check you guys out later.